little fancy to celebrate National Caviar Day. Have you ever had caviar before? It sort of has kind of a seafood taste to it, and here to give us a Caviar 101 is Chef Megan Vaughan from the restaurant Bourbon Steak. Welcome to New Day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
I am excited about this. A lot of people think caviar is just kind of way out of reach. They've never tried it before. So I'm excited to get started. But first of all, tell us about Bourbon Steak.
Bourbon Steak is basically just a modern day steakhouse that we like to put our own twist on things, like just different menu products. A lot of like local products that we like to have on the menu. So I would highly suggest everybody come in and try it.
So I love that it's a steakhouse, and you said you like to take a twist on it. We're making potatoes, steak and potatoes, but this potato is special. What are we making here?
So we are making a Hasselback potato, and basically it's a fancy baked potato. It actually, the name comes from Hasselbacken, which was a restaurant in Sweden that did this in the 1940s.
Hasselbacken.
Hasselbacken.
I love it. So what we're making is going to be a perfect add-on to any steak, but it could be a meal in itself, right?
It actually could. I mean, baked potato, I love baked potatoes.
I do too.
You know, so I think just anything adding, it just adds a little bit more flavor, more depth to something that is plain yet simple, good. It can be elegant because we're, of course, adding the caviar to it. So
yes,
it's a great dish.
Speaking of caviar, may I try it really quickly?
Absolutely.
And can you kind of give us a caviar 101?
Absolutely. So we get our caviar from a company called Regis Ova. It's located in Napa Valley. Chef Thomas Keller is actually a co-founder. So,
oh my goodness,
you know, his name is sort of synonymous with luxury, amazing food, amazing product. So right here is our royal caviar and our Osetra caviar. As you can tell, just from some of the differences.
Slight difference in color.
Exactly, slight difference in color, and that also comes with. So it comes from sturgeon, but the difference in color comes also from maturing, how old it is when you get the eggs from that particular fish. So this one right here is actually, it comes from California. It's farmed in California.
Oh, right on. Cool. And the California comes out right on. All right, well, which one should I try?
So I would absolutely try the Osetra. This comes from Great Lakes, and it's sort of
caviar spoon. Oh yes, I could have
mother of pearl. So that's also a great tip when you have caviar, is to actually always get these mother of pearl spoons because they don't absorb any flavor. So you could, the flavor of the caviar really comes out and you can taste it.
That caviar, we said it has like a seafood taste, but it's not really fishy. It's actually very buttery.
Very buttery, yes, exactly. Buttery, nutty, smooth.
Oh, delicious. Okay, well, let's get started because I'm not sure where we're putting the caviar yet, but I have an assumption it's going to be somewhere on this potato. So
for sure.
How do we get started making a Hasselback potato?
So Hasselback, I don't know if you guys know, but you cut, and you don't, like, you cut the potato, but it doesn't go all the way through.
Okay.
So when we do this, I always like to get, I mean, these are just chopsticks.
Yep.
You can just put them there. So your knife doesn't go all the way through the potato. So.
I see. Now, little sidebar, I tried this at home not too long ago, and I realized my kids had stolen all my chopsticks to use as, I don't even know, swords or something. So I ended up using pencils.
Actually, you can use that as well.
I mean,
my
knife is clearly not as sharp as yours, so it probably worked out a little bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used pencils for it.
That is amazing. Like, that's a great little hack, little culinary hack. That's great. If you don't have chopsticks.
If your kids have stolen your chopsticks. Okay.
So then this is how it should go, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice some shallots, just like really thin.
She's a very, very sharp and beautiful knife, I'd like to point out.
Yes, actually, I got this in a knife shop in Beverly Hills.
Wow.
Japanese knife shop.
That is legit right there.
Very legit, very legit. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you put the shallots in the middle.
I like that.
Yeah.
Little envelopes. Little shallot envelopes, if you will. Just one in each?
Yep. One in each. And then, sorry for my reach.
Very good. And what is that?
This is thyme. Fresh thyme that we're going to use as well.
I like that I don't identify what thyme looks like outside of the jar that I buy it in. Don't judge me, Jeff. Don't judge me.
Honestly, like, before I started cooking, like, I had no idea, like, what fresh herbs look like either, you know? So just being around it all the time, like, you definitely know.
Yes.
So.
Okay. All right, so now where do we put those? Do I put these in here too?
Yep, we're going to put that in there too.
Okay. Oop.
Just a little.
Where you going, potato?
There you go.
I got you, chef. I'll get this in here. Okay. What else do we put in here? Just this, or do we put olive oil on it?
We got some olive oil over there, some salt and pepper.
Hand this to you.
Thank you.
Which salt? There's two kinds.
So the bottom, that is Malden, or sorry, this is kosher on the bottom that we're going to use. And then Malden is going to be our finishing one.
Gotcha. Here's your pepper.
There we
Here's
go.
your salt. All right, let me shove those in there. All right.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay, and then you just want to get nice amount of oil on there to season it.
Y'all might just have heard my stomach growl, and I'm just going to apologize for that. I did eat breakfast today, but it is time for lunch.
And then salt and pepper, always salt and pepper.
And this is so simple.
So simple.
But it presents so beautifully.
I think that's one thing that we do very well at Bourbon is we really let product speak for itself. It's very elegant, very simple, yet it's so beautiful and so good. So I think that's one thing that you will always get at Bourbon.
And here's the slippery potato. I'm going to
Little
put his
slippery guy,
chopsticks
yep.
next to. Okay, so how long do you cook this guy?
So we're going to cook this at 350 for about 45 minutes, covered in foil.
Okay.
So these guys don't burn.
Oh,
and
okay.
then it's going to be ready.
So 45 minutes. Okay, I'm going to take this away, and then we're going to do the finishing product here.
Finishing product, yep.
Here's this one you made this morning for me.
Yes, here we go.
For me, I say.
This is the finished product.
Oh, wait,
and
we
then-
still need to chop the chives? I'll bring this
yes.
chopping board right back
Actually,
then.
you know what? We can just use those little
Oh, okay.
guys.
Here we go.
Use those little guys.
These are already pre-chopped, but
are
these are
pre-chopped.
chives, in case you wondered. And then you chop them. There you have it. All right, so I'll put this back up here. So once you've got the chives chopped, and what do you got there?
So this is our creme fraiche that we're going to put on top.
Oh, and creme fraiche is a fancy name for?
Sour cream.
There you have it. And, oh, that looks pretty. And this is interesting, too. If you have a pastry bag at home, you could just pipe it like that.
Yep.
I mean, mine will not look that good. I'm just going to be honest right now. And so the chives?
Yep, a little bit of sprinkle on top.
I'm trying to make sure I do a good job.
It's great. You're doing great.
Thank you very much, Chef. You can hire me.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Come in
Making it.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Come in tomorrow. And then, so with this, we'll use just a little bit of this.
Okay. I'm going to let you do that because that
Yeah.
seems really hard. Those little slippery little things.
Yeah, I know. So, and then you just top it off with a little bit of caviar.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. All right, real quick before we go, we only have about 10 seconds left. What else do you serve? You steak, potatoes, and what else? A bourbon steak.
Whatever you guys want. Honestly.
I love it. That is amazing. Chef, thank you so much for coming here. This is beautiful and it's attainable and it looks absolutely delicious. I will be eating this in the break.